The governor recently drove up the smooth winding highway that leads to the top of the nearly 5,000-foot mountain. But sleekness was not always part of the highway in recent years. Deterioration undermined the shoulders of the road. Drivers dodged deep potholes that jarred the tires as cars made their way up the steep grade. Many felt that the highway was crumbling under the traffic and was becoming dangerous to maneuver. The 8-mile road was built in 1929. It was dedicated by the then New York Governor Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It opened in 1936 by the same person, but now President Roosevelt. Last year, road crews began repairing the highway, laying blacktop along the zigzag artery.
The road is all redone, and it's a beautiful roadway now. But it has the same feel from the architecture and the historic point of view. And the wall is beautiful. And I've been up here a number of times. It has the same exact feel that it did, without the bumps and the cracks and the sense that you might go over the cliff at any moment,
Melting snow and spring runoff, as well as freezing cold weather, cause expansion and contraction of the asphalt. That action fractures it, making the road just plain hazardous.
The last time it was repaved, I think a resurfaced was in the 60s, like 63 or 4 or so. So it's stood that time. It's been remarkably, though, repaired with stones dug out of it, resurfaced. All the walls have been redone, repointed. I mean, it's in tip-top shape.
Not only that, but the job came in on budget and finished ahead of schedule. The 2-lane highway on the 5th highest mountain in the state is now open and welcoming visitors.
Tourism is our economic engine, and the Whiteface Highway has always been our most important asset. And it's actually, by the numbers, it's the largest tourist attraction in the region here in the fall of the year.
While the highway repair cost about $4 million, more work needs to be done, like this natural gray stone fortress-like structure commanding a 360-degree view of the Adirondacks. There's also an overhaul on an elevator carved deep into the billion-year-old bedrock that must be done to accommodate the handicapped and others.
We need to finish the work on the castle, which Order feels good about, and they're going to be commencing. And we have to find a little more money to fix the elevator. And to do that right, we will find that money, because that was a very important part of the original vision. The original vision was really so ahead of its time. Not just a beautiful memorial, but an accessible memorial.
Last year, a record 80,000 visitors reached the pinnacle of Whiteface, boosting the economy of the North Country. Supervisor Preston is also working to attract the rapidly growing cycling crowd.
We're almost at the final approval for new mountain bike trails, another 5 miles of trails. That's all coming forward here in the next couple months, so we'll be cutting some new trails hopefully this summer to add to what we already have.
Governor Cuomo's visit to Whiteface Mountain ended on a note as high as the ground he was standing on. With the work completed, everyone can reach the very summit with ease and enjoy the pristine wraparound view. For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LeDuc in Wilmington.